Hi, today I'm going to be drawing a little duck and showing you how. It's a little Christmassy as we're getting close to the Christmas day. However, I don't really have my stylus with me, so I'm restricted to a mouse. And hopefully, I will teach you some duck facts along the way. So first, I'm just going to get a basic sketch down. Getting a circle for the head because it's a nice little cartoon. And let's try using this for the body. Using this brush, it's a little easier to get the curves exact because all you have to do is drag the points as soon as you draw it. So it's just a quick fix. But right now we're just trying to get the basic shape down. Now, one of the fascinating things about ducks is just that there's so many. In fact, there are over 120 different species, which is crazy to think about that there could be possibly that many ducks around. And it's honestly kind of scary because if there's that many ducks, they might be able to take over one day. I'm glad you're doing good today. So one of the weirdest parts about a duck to me are just all the names they have for the different groups. If they're flying, then they're called like a flock, like a normal bird. They could also be described as a team. But if they're on the water, they're called a raft. Which I just find really odd. Now I'm just going to use this flat line for the hat. Just for now, just so I know where everything goes. It's just a rough blocking. Ducks do have eyes, especially these rubber ducks. I just have not added them yet. There we go, we got some eyes. And then he has a little wing and a little scarf. I'm pretty sure a human with no eyes is still called a human. Okay, now that the sketch layer is down, we can start on more of the line art, which is just being a little more careful with the placement of everything. And using a little bit more of darker lines. Oh no, my line disappeared. Did another weird fact about ducks is just how fast some of them can fly. Like a mallard duck can go up to like 55 miles an hour, I'm pretty sure. Why does my line keep disappearing? There it is. Just gotta erase the beak back out. Use a little circle for the eye. Oops. Gotta erase the beak back out. Control Z a little too much. Gotta grab the circle again. Another odd fact about ducks that I never thought of is that they're migratory. I always thought that, I mean, like, I understood they left. I just never thought to think that, oh, they must be going somewhere warm. I was just like, oh, they're just going on vacation. Typically, when drawing something a little further away, like this other eye, you want to make it slightly smaller than the one in front of it because it's at a little bit of a distance. And it just kind of adds to the perspective of the whole drawing. Just gotta get the angle of his hat, make it look more of a curve, which we're more eye level than when I originally drew it. So you just gotta add a little bit of a curve. I keep drawing that line way too big. Another odd fact about ducks is just that they're always associated with quacking, like all the time, but not all ducks actually quack. Some whistle, some whistle, some grunt, and others just like squeal or scream. It's the weirdest noise. I I don't know why I'm struggling with this one line so much. gotta get a slight curve for the hat. Oops. I felt like adding Christmas music in the background because just getting in the theme of things. Luckily, there's a no copyright playlist of it. It's at least 3 minutes. That was the whole goal of it. But I wanted to get a little further with this duck. By clicking off of the curve brush when only doing one movement, it does allow you to cancel out the multiple movements so you only have one angle. But I feel like it's your best friend whenever you're trying to do like a drawing with a mouse. You know what else is weird? Speaking of sleeping, are wood ducks. They crash into like they go into a hole like it's like into a tree and it's so small like their body is like this big and they'll be squeezing themselves into a hole this big just by crashing through and just like diving straight into the tree. Like imagine missing how painful that would be for the duck. I mean, perhaps it wouldn't be too painful, but I don't think the duck would last. I would be a little scared to try it myself. Oh no, my beak. You're just having a fun time in chat talking about ducks, aren't you? Uh, I could have used the circle tool but and erased, but I feel like the line just works better, adds a little more character. Uh-oh. Do you have a favorite duck or bird, I suppose? I'll take that as a no. Uh-oh. Just gotta finish up the scarf, the body, and then we can add color, and then we'll be done. Ah. I never really understood the point of a scarf. Like, I understand it's to keep you warm, but it's just such an odd shape to me. Like, to wrap around. I feel like it's just too long most of the time, or too small. Like, it's very hard to find one that fits. We're making him a little more round, more spherical than before. I just think it looks a little better that way. Can probably hide the sketch layer. Now we just gotta start coloring him in. Uh-oh. Gotta up the brush size. There's the size. Give it a little bit of a reflection in the eye. There we go. I'm feeling red for the scarf to match up with the little duck I have in front of me. Gotta add a little bit of kohl for the little buttons. I've I never really understood why kohl was considered a bad thing in Christmas gifts because like I understand kids don't really want kohl, but it keeps the house warm to burn, you know? So I feel like it's just good overall. Keeps everyone nice and safe. And we're almost done with the duck. That's a little big. Not perfect, but a nice little duck for the fridge to be added. And I hope you enjoyed the fun duck facts. I hope you guys have a great night.